This one might be a little hard to talk about. Hey guys, it's Eric. Today is Saturday, December 1st, 2018, and I'm bringing you today's AOTD. This is kind of a topic that's going to hit a nerve with some people, and it's okay. Oh yeah, I do have notes. I wrote notes today, only because I want to make sure I hit on all the major important points. Anyway, there's a lot of talk about how when people leave comments or likes or dislikes or whatever, that it affects people and how they do their YouTube channel. So I'm going to touch a little bit on that today and offer some advice to people who are maybe affected by those comments. Because it is such a big issue and such an issue that has come up a lot lately, I definitely wanted to give a few pointers on what I think we can do as a result of that. Is my paper rustling? It's making too much noise, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Sorry. Alright, so the AOTD for today is this. It's okay to be hurt by mean comments. When a viewer leaves a nasty or mean comment on your video or whatever content or social media or whatever it is that you're putting out there, its intent is to be mean and hurtful. I just want to let you know, as somebody who's been like kind of at the brunt of that lately, it's totally okay to acknowledge that you've been hurt by that comment or that repeated dislike or whatever it is. Trolls in the social media community are very real, and we call them trolls now because they do things in a certain way to kind of like follow you and make you crazy, but it's bullying. Honestly, it's bullying, and we've all dealt with bullying at some degree in our life. I certainly have. It's really sad that some people get off just by leaving nasty comments and being rude and harsh to people. It's just not okay. I've put it out there that if you're gonna leave a nasty comment or a dislike on my video, tell me why. Like, don't just put it out there just be mean and start trouble, or because you're mad because I defended somebody on Twitter. That's not okay. Like, if you have a real beef with me, bring it up. Like, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it. I've been recently going through this thing that every time I put up a video on YouTube, within like minutes, I get at least 5 dislikes. And I know it's all from the same person who's also gotten their family and friends to be involved too. It's just really ridiculous, and it affects you. It's kind of like that scene in a movie where you see like two kids like going at each other, and one kid's like totally bullying the other kid, and the one kid like who's getting bullied is like stand up for himself and is strong and powerful. And then cut to the scene where they turn their head and they put their head down and slowly walk away. Like, it does hurt. It cuts deep. We're people. We're made with feelings. And when somebody comes at our feelings, what do? We feel. We hurt. To say that we're not affected by a mean or nasty comment upon initially reading it or seeing it would be silly. I think that no matter what kind of frame of mind you have in how you deal with those comments, which some people have great mindset about it and can read them and just be like, that's it, move on, next. It still hits deep, and we either learned how to deal with it already, or we just keep letting it affect us over and over and over again, and it's going to build up into something pretty nasty. I follow an influencer named Cody Warner who recently posted a video about his negative comments and how he handled it and how he actually turned those negative comments into a like and a sub. So he's figured out a way to do it, and I'll post a thing to his video up here in the corner. Some people have figured out how to deal with those negative comments, and they do it, and that's great, and I'm glad that they found that way to do it. But we also have to take a moment at the people who stand there and say, I like negative comments, I like the dislikes, I like all that stuff like that, whenever you can tell in their eyes when they're saying it that they really don't mean it. For those that are getting it, it is absolutely okay to see it as a reason to engage with people. And some people have turned that around and made that a positive. And that's a great way to handle the situation. Good for you. You got that down. For those of us that the hurt is very real, it really affects us. And after a while, you start to be like, what am I doing wrong that I deserve to be the target of this kind of humiliation? And it's not okay. Not okay at all. We feel even when we pretend we don't. So, to kind of wrap things up quickly, if you found a way to conquer those haters and those negative comments, guys, that's awesome. And I really hope that you could share your ways that you've done it within the comments below, so that other people can learn from each other. That's the whole point of what we do here. If you're still struggling with being the target of a major disliker or a comment hater, know that we're here to support you. So please also comment below and what we can do to boost you up, because what you're doing, putting yourself out there on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, YouTube here, like, it's not easy. So we want to make sure you're as encouraged as you can be in doing all of that. Okay guys, that's all I got for today. I know that was a little bit heavy for the first day of Vlogmas. I'm gonna try to keep up with Vlogmas and keep posting every single day. We've gone a whole week already, 7 days with a daily vlog, so I wanna keep up with that. It's been really good for me. I look forward to it every day. The first thing I do when I wake up is I start thinking about what I'm gonna do for this day. I'm looking over my plans. I start thinking about how I'm gonna organize my blog for the day and put it up, because you guys have been really supportive and I appreciate you through that. And just to lighten the mood, here's some video of Parker and I roller skating today. Have a great day, guys.